It's The Deal with Villarreal on the Pimpy K Multiverse Network.
I don't know what the big deal is. I really don't.
All right, look.
Okay, here's the deal.
All right, look. All right, look. Here's the. All right, look.
Okay, here's the deal.
All right, look.
Okay, here's the deal.
All right, look. Here's the deal.
That was my bad. There you go.
What's happening, kids?
So-
Chad, the real deal, Villarreal here. This is The Deal. I am Villarreal. Pimpy K, making everything happen as always. Brother.
I forgot to turn the mics on. Sorry about that.
All good. How are you, sir?
I'm here, baby. I'm here.
Then you got to be awesome. Because you got to be awesome to be here. We got a lot to get to today, guys.
I'm within the presence of a legend.
Legend in the making. That's what I tell myself every morning.
Yeah.
It's my daily confirmation. Or affirmation? Confirmation? Yeah, fuck. I'm off to a great start. Anyways, guys, we got a lot to get to today. So we're going to get right at it. First of all, we want to address Monday's show. We said the first 10 people to get up on the Deal with Villarreal Facebook page, we're going to win some stuff. So, drum roll, I have the winners.
Well, I might have a drum roll. You wanna?
Do we want to wait for the drum roll? You know what? Fuck it. We're good.
Okay.
All right. So,
I really didn't have a drum roll.
Miss Anna Maria, Miss Julie Dunaway, Miss Erica Brown, Mr. Cade Adams, Miss Cindy Ellis, Mr. Travis Wilson, Miss Kimby Holtgren, Miss Steph Townsend, Mr. James Proctor, and Miss Cheris Tomlin. You are our top 10 winners. So we will be contacting you through Facebook, direct message, get your info, find out where you're at so we can get your stuff to you. We appreciate you. Please spread the word, get more people involved, and we'll get your stuff out to you, and we'll keep trying to do stuff like that in the future. Thank you. Thanks for making that happen. I also want to start off real quickly with we'll call this segment, Why the Host is a Fucking Moron. So, not last show, but last Wednesday's show, I don't know if you recall, I told people that I wanted to give them a list of podcasts I thought they should check out. Because these people were big in making me want to do something like this. And
was this something that I rudely interrupted before you were able to finish?
Actually, no. I just completely forgot. We even took a break, and I mentioned it. Oh, I got to get that in, and then still forgot, and then did an entire show Monday and still forgot. So, here's my 2 cents on who you need to look for. People that I like. If you go to iTunes, generally where I look, but we hope to be there one day. But look up Mr. Joe Rogan. He has the Joe Rogan Experience. You've also got the Monday Morning Podcast with Bill Burr. That one's awesome. If you're a history dork like me, there's History on Fire with an Italian gentleman, Benelli. I can't remember his first name. There's another one called...
Come watch on my podcast.
Oh, dude, his accent is super thick. But dude's awesome, man. He really, he tells stories very well. And there's another one called Hardcore History with Dan Carlin, and he's also freaking awesome.
Going back to the Rogan Experience... I'll tell you. I'll let you guys know the one episode of that actually turned me on to that. I've always been a fan of Rogan. I was never really a fan of podcasts,
dope,
but was definitely the episode with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh yeah,
Probably. I mean, that
is a smart mofo. Both of them, really. But
absolutely.
But check those out. Also, I like Doug Benson. He's got 2 podcasts: Getting Doug with High, and also Doug Loves Movies. Those are both freaking hilarious.
That's the Doug Dynasty guy.
Yeah, Doug Dynasty. Yeah, he's
super
that dude's
high-me.
Funny as shit. Just search Doug Benson, you'll find him. Also, if you go to the Nerdist, that's a whole network ran by Chris Hardwick, the guy that used to be on that show with Jenny McCarthy on MTV.
Whole network of nerds.
He's got an entire network called the Nerdist, and they got a bunch of great shows. But that's a little something you guys look for. I just wanted to put that out there since I forgot to mention it last time. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Yes, you are.
Moving right along. Guess what I have for the first topic of the day? We really should get a drum roll.
This isn't my show, so I'm automatically assume it's not ball sweat.
No, it's like third on the list.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got that.
What do we got, man? What do we got?
Mr. Donald Trump.
Ooh.
So I am not huge into politics at all. I don't know as much about it as I should. I do vote. I try to get as educated. I usually cram it right at the end, just like studying for a test in school. Right at the end, I try to look up a bunch of stuff and figure out. But this mofo is making it real easy for me to not like him. First of all, my ancestry came over from, the Ireland, Scotland, white people area. And then the other ones came from down south in old Mexico. And of course, I guess I'm half of a rapist because I'm half Mexican. So According to Mr. Trump. Oh, yeah, he said that the Mexicans were rapists and thieves or something to that effect.
Yeah.
And so that one, I was like, okay, maybe he just stuck his foot in his mouth. He got a little worked up.
Ted Cruz didn't help that situation either. So.
No, not at all. But then on top of that, now he's saying he wants to catalog Muslims and have them registered, which is the first thing that popped in my head was Hitler. But
no. Look,
he just wants the catalog. That's all.
I saw that comparison too, and I'm not saying
Well, it's an
right.
obvious one.
This is a very sensitive situation for multiple reasons. But I'm not a fan of Trump, and I'm really not a fan of politics myself. However, I will say the difference between the whole apples and oranges argument between Nazi Germany and anything that we're trying to do to prevent terrorism, really, I don't think really is the case, because nobody's saying let's throw them into an oven or we're not talking about mass genocide. We're talking about
But if you know the whole story of Nazi Germany, that is a slippery slope when you start cataloging people and shit.
I completely understand.
Like, we're just gonna put this number on your wrist.
This country has done it. We did it to the Japanese during World War II.
America has built on fucking people over. I mean, that's kind of what we've done. I love my country, but we fuck people over,
essentially,
man.
what they're calling for, they're calling for bringing back the internment camps, but instead of the Japanese or Asian Americans this time, they're going to do it to the Muslims.
Well, here's what kills me. So Trump is a guy who's made himself extremely wealthy, and he's done the majority of that by building large buildings and stamping his name on it.
Casinos.
Do you want to guess what the racial background of most of the workers that build those buildings are? They're not white. I promise you. My day gig, I see a lot of job sites. There's not a lot of white skin out there, man.
No,
not a lot. It's usually the fat guy sitting in the truck.
That's right.
And, I'm white, half the Mexican thing, but it's just
Mexicans work harder for less money.
Yeah, they come in, they knock shit out, and they get down the road to go make some more money. It's how they roll. And, African American, you name it. There's a lot of Hondurans here, in the Florida area, especially a lot of Hondurans, Puerto Rican, Cuban. You name it. People come over here and work. And, for this tool bag, who, by the way, in his early days, made a lot of money by building buildings and then shitting on the people that had built them and stiffing them. And companies had to close. Oh, yeah, you do a little digging. It doesn't take a lot of digging, just a little digging. And you just kind of, if you hit that little, that big poof thing he has, like right here, like on his head, it looks like a fluffed
the
squirrel's
Pomeranian
ass kind of thing.
Yeah. I call it the Pomeranian toupee.
Oh, that's good. It is like a Pomeranian, you're right. Yeah, if you just move that thing, it's just horns. It's just evil, man. That's an evil little shit. But so anyways, Donald Trump wanted to give us his opinion. I would like one as well. Our associate producer is feeding us alcohol today. We appreciate that.
It's becoming the niche on the show, I believe.
It is. You can set your watch by it. But I'm not gonna go too much. But Trump. I don't know. Did you happen to see the Trump SNL?
No, I did not. But
it's
I'll
beautiful.
tell you this. I know what's going on. And when you really, if you want to get to the bottom of the conservative view on immigration and how they're coming down on ICE and everything like that, it all starts with probably one of the biggest fucking cartoonish dudes in the history of politics, Ted Cruz. That dude's an absolute monkey, man.
He's special, yeah.
Dude, he's you want to talk about spin and twisting words.
Yeah.
Every time he does one of those Senate reviews or any of those inquiries, he's like a fucking ruthless lawyer in a divorce case, man. He will take the smallest thing and twist it.
Well, that's what, unfortunately, as far as like even in written publications, anything where you're trying to garner attention, that's become the way to do it.
No, absolutely.
And it's horseshit because we don't get any. You've got to check 42 sources in order to get any kind of real information anymore. It's just annoying to me. But
I really don't pay attention to politics anymore.
I don't either. It makes me just want to punch everybody in the nuts.
And for the simple fact, and I pretty much use the George Carlin stance on this, and that's that this country was fucking bought and sold years before I was born.
True.
Years before our parents were born.
True.
No matter who's in office, what cabinet, what regime you're talking about, none of them really make the decisions. We don't see the guys that really make the decisions. We're not a country. We're not really a world. We're a global corporation.
But I can tell you what their titles are. It's CEO, CFO. That's the guys that are pulling the strings, man.
We're talking about those are fucking puppets too. We're talking about
it's the
dudes
New World Order.
They meet. They know them. There's a couple organizations, and they're secretive as shit. They know who's in them, and like they know when they meet and all this shit, but nobody's allowed in. You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
I almost
shit.
just made a joke and just for some reason screamed out
Was
Tower
that-
7 was an inside job, which reminds me, check out Duncan Trussell. He's a huge
When you brought up
conspiracy
the New
theorist.
World Order, I thought you were going with the wrestling curve. 'Cause that's the only New World Order I ever gave a shit about.
Yeah, thank you for skipping Monday Night Raw to listen to us tonight. We appreciate that.
It is Wednesday.
Jesus, I hope our is it? Oh Jesus, it is. Well, there you go, kids. So you definitely want
It
to
took him a second.
you definitely want to listen to me and listen to what I'm saying because I've got my shit together. But
Brilliant.
anyways, enough of Trump. Screw him. So I want to talk about the holidays, man. So it is the Christmas season. I know that because I had to fight with myself. I had to drive a 4-hour one-way trip for the day job today, and A, that sucks, and B, it gives me way too much time with my own brain to think up crazy, stupid shit. So I've noticed that radio stations, like I was listening to some station over Tallahassee area.
Terrestrial radio
Pardon me.
sucks, man, for the most part.
Well, they were playing like, Disturbed and all this kind of stuff. And the next thing I know, I'm listening to, I'm like in the middle of Jingle All the Way and crap, and they're like they sneak them in. You don't know what happens. I'm almost to the end of a freaking Christmas song before I even realize I'm listening to it, and they kept doing it to me over and over again.
And then they end Jingle Bells with ooh wah.
Yeah. By the way, there's
that was the slow version.
Well,
right?
I'll get to that. But there's a Disturbed video. I'll look up the link and I'll share that with you guys on Twitter.
You still
But
watch music videos?
It's the no. There's this guy makes fun of Disturbed, and he does all their songs, but all he ever says is "nama nama." He doesn't know any of the words, and it's freaking priceless. I'll share that on
he
Twitter
just
later.
does
But
some of the classic sounds and mumble
yeah,
things.
that's all he does the entire time. It's priceless.
That-
But yeah, so it's about the 14th time that I realized that I was listening to freaking Santa's on his way or whatever shit, and just strongly thinking about crossing the median and just driving directly into the biggest vehicle I could find. I decided that I don't like Christmas music that much. I don't like. Have you ever been caroling?
I really don't like the holidays either. I mean,
I do and I don't. I like seeing my family. I like hanging out, but it stresses me the fuck
I
out.
don't like seeing my family. You know, quite
And then there's
frankly,
that,
Well,
of
no,
course.
here's the honest thing. You know, I lie constantly, and I tell people, man, I say I hate Christmas. I mean, I like it for the kids, but I really don't even like that part. It's really expensive. They're inconsiderate. You know what I'm saying? They're never appreciative of any of the shit they get. And the bad thing is, I buy them thousands of dollars worth of shit for Christmas, and then they turn around and play with my shit and break it.
Well, of course. It's the joy of children, isn't it?
Dude, my kids are so fucking spoiled. Sherry has to sell shit before Christmas to get shit out of this fucking house.
Just to make room for the stuff you're going to give them that they're not going to play with.
Right. I mean, they'll play with the box for an hour or so.
Right. Well, what are you going to do?
Fucking children.
Where's the
dude.
helmet? So I was cruising
I
around.
blogged. Not
go
to
ahead,
cut
I'm sorry,
you off,
go
but
ahead.
I don't know. You probably remember this, and I'll probably include this in one of the editions of the Pimpy Post, which we will be starting again shortly. Just for the viewers that don't know, obviously we've been talking about this quite a bit on every show, but the Pimpy K Multiverse Network is basically a media company, an online media company, and it works in 3 phases. And we're kind of working out the bugs one phase at a time, and then we'll get back into what it is we're doing. But there's the podcast / internet show phase,
Right.
which is one section. There's the radio, which is the PMVN radio, which is a 24-hour
24/7.
Internet radio station that caters to underground unsigned artists. And the third is our unique take on a blog platform, which is actually it's called the Pimpy Post, which is actually going to be a online publication that's put out monthly with articles from everybody here at PMVN. Yeah. Plus, we'll get
myself included.
We'll get people to contribute from outside. We'll get guest contributors. We're even going to give the option for our viewers and readers to submit shit once a month and actually get on the Pimpy Post. I've been working out the details on a couple things. Right now it'll be in a magazine format once a month, available on pimpyk.com in a PDF form. But we're also going to start printing them. And I think I forgot to tell you this. I'm actually working out the details with a couple local shops at the mall and maybe even national to be able to actually syndicate and have the publication in print and shops in the malls like
Nice.
Spencer's.
Yeah.
What's the Gothic? The place where High Hot Topic.
Hot Topic. Thank you,
That's
associate producer
funny,
Anna.
The funny thing is that's actually the company that I was talking to about this. Hopefully they don't watch this episode.
Sorry, guys.
And if we get that, that'll actually be.
What's that store called that all the douchebags go to that we want to sponsor us? What was that called?
I still get shit from Hot
I'm
Topic
kidding.
every now
Dude,
and then.
I do too.
Every now and then, I need some manic panic because I want purple hair.
There you go.
Where the fuck else are you gonna go?
Dude,
get it?
in the Mohawk days, I was all about some Manic Panic. I had that thing plastered every freaking color.
I'm out of incense and nobody fucking sells them except for them anymore. Jesus. And then Spencer's, fuck. I need some of those.
The douchebaggery in Spencer's is always worse.
I need some of those, those goof bag joke present mini condoms because those are actually the size that I wear.
They're a little spacious.
I mean,
for
technically,
myself,
I could just go and buy some finger cots, but I like the ones that actually say they're condoms.
Hey, if you can buy a latex glove, that's like a 5 for 1, bro.
But anyway, that's the Pimpy Post. So you'll get an in-depth view at our feelings and basically, a blog's a blog. So
and that would be another good app. We were definitely bitching about this Monday, but we want you guys to hit us up at Chad Villy for myself on Twitter, Villarreal at pimpyk.com, email, and then there's the Facebook now. You can look up the Chad Villarreal, look for the deal logo. But we want to hear from you guys, and that would be a good thing. That might be something, if we can't get to you on air, that might be the topic we choose to address in the post. And, who knows, I might win you something, I might not. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. But we definitely want to hear more from you guys because that's I especially, that's this show especially, I want to hear from you cats. So
also just remember this show, The Deal with Villarreal, is Mondays and Wednesday nights. It typically starts at 8. We start the stream before we go on, somewhere around 5 to 10 minutes before. And then the Pimpy Cast is Tuesdays at 7 o'clock. If you want to win some free shit, another avenue for you to do that is tune in early. We start the broadcast. We start streaming out early. The show doesn't start yet, but there's a splash screen that basically says coming up soon, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
We will occasionally unmute the mics and come out and let the viewers know here's a secret phrase. Hit us on Twitter or hit us on Facebook or whatever social media we're hyping that night. And if you hit us up with that free phrase, then we'll give you some free swag.
Yep, we threw one out earlier. Did we have anybody hit the one earlier?
No.
I'm checking my Twitter now.
Shit, yeah. I think for that one we did just Chad Villy, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't see anything on there, so you guys missed an opportunity.
And we had multiple viewers at the time, so I mean that would have been an alright thing. But yeah, guys, stick around. Look, this network, it's not a fucking joke. We got some big time talent. We got some other big time shit that's coming up soon. Guests on both of the shows. We got more shows coming up. We got a sports show.
We're in the infancy right now. I mean, we're growing at leaps and bounds every time we do something.
We've got a really cool variety show coming up from the guys over at Bloodtooth Records. That's going to be
nice.
These guys are like death metal rappers, and like
I like it already.
When they perform, they have like blood and body parts.
Nice.
Like I can't wait to see what they put together.
I like it. I dig it.
Yeah, I mean, sort of like that, except they don't have the huge penis that they piss on people with or jack off.
Well, they definitely missed an opportunity there, but all right. So, Kenny, I decided today as I was in my 8 hours of driving, I seldom looked at the road because it's so boring.
Well, you were driving so fast you probably couldn't even see it.
Yeah. My Facebook post going 100 miles an hour is pretty dope.
If you go to Chad Villarreal's Facebook, you will see that he took a picture.
I legit did 100 miles an hour.
GPS, and he was
100 miles an hour in a 70. And took a picture of it. It was fun.
He's hardcore.
I'm crazy. But I'm not as crazy as... Man. I'll tell you who's crazier. There was a tie today actually a 3-way tie for my hero of the day. So
this is going to be a new thing you do in one of the segments?
Yeah, if it strikes me, I may start doing a hero of the day. So today we have a 3-way tie. 2 incidents, 3 people. So first we're going to give you, out of Southwest Florida, it's got to come out of Florida because we got some batshit crazy people. It's Noe. Is that No de Jesus?
Let me see it.
Noe?
Yeah,
Noe. I'm gonna go with Noe because that's funner to say.
I'm just gonna go with No.
No
de Jesus. No de Jesus.
It's like the maid off of Family Guy. No
de Jesus.
Limon, please.
No de Jesus, señor.
Need more limon, please.
No.
Oh no.
No más.
Anyway, sorry.
DJ
so.
Jesus.
Mr. No de Jesus, or Noe de Jesus. He is 33 years old. There were reports that came in of a Cadillac on Alligator Alley, which is a highway down in South Florida. and it was driving recklessly and fast. So state troopers
Pulled him over.
They clocked him at about 110 miles an hour.
On the turnpike?
Problem number 1. It's on Alligator Alley, which is a highway. It's not the turnpike, but I think it's in a similar area.
Well,
they talk about it all the time, but
They kind of run through it.
whatever. They're all the same. So anyways, they pull him over. So strike 1, about 110 miles an hour.
Yep.
Strike 2, Mr. De Jesus, excuse me,
De Jesus.
smelled of alcohol a bit. And as he exited the vehicle, he almost fell, which would have hurt especially bad because he was completely naked.
Oh, was this the guy that was in the car with?
Which don't kill it for me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Which
I
not
did hear
only
a little bit about this.
Strike 1, 110 miles an hour. Strike 2, drunk. Strike 3, naked. With 3 female passengers.
Wow, 6 strikes.
That's, I don't know. I will
However,
almost take strikes off for every female passenger he
if I was
has.
the cop, I would have took a strike back for each naked. Well, it depends on what the female looked like.
I'd be like, okay, when y'all drive, you get in the back.
I'm willing to bet one or two of them was fat.
Oh, they were all fat.
They
were all fat.
And then one was a.
I don't see them, but I'm just.
One was
they're
the
all fat.
wing. One was wing commander.
But dude, listen. So okay, let's recap. 110 miles an hour, drunk, naked, 3 chicks in the car, maybe fat, maybe prostitutes. Nobody knows. I want you to guess what his bail was. South Florida, you got pulled over by the Highway Patrol, not local Joe Blow Cop. You got pulled over by the boys. The
Is
biggins.
actually is it like the bond amount or what
how
his
much
bail was set?
Yeah,
at?
how much his bond amount was. I'm sorry, not bail, bond.
I
We
was
got
gonna
one
say
guess. AP
250,000.
Anna says 25. You said
250K.
250K. That I would have thought somewhere between what you choose are $6,000, $6,000, and homeboy is out of jail, buck naked to go pick up some more fat chicks and get hammered.
The reason I went so high with it is because typically when somebody is caught naked in a public place like that, they end up getting charged with some type of a sexual battery charge.
Yeah,
Whether
I was
it sticks
trying to
or
look.
not, and when you get charged with one of those, that's an automatic $100,000 or so. I would think for a first time offender. I mean, it would be even higher.
And he had an
everything else,
open
right?
12-pack of Corona in the car between the seats.
This just got
This
racist.
is so awesome.
That shit wasn't even there. They made that up because he was fucking Latino, dude. I guarantee it.
Hey, he also found several empty beer
Because
bottles
everybody
and a
knows
nearly.
real Latinos don't fucking drink
No.
Corona anyway, dude.
Actually, for Thanksgiving, my brother, obviously also half Mexican, got Corona. I was a little embarrassed.
Well, at least it wasn't tequila.
Yeah, we can do. But it says that the trooper also found several empty beer bottles and a nearly empty bottle of Crown Royal.
Oh, well, now we're talking.
So now my boy is having a party.
Dude,
But,
that's actually a 4th strike off. This guy should have been paid to leave the scene, quite honestly.
And he didn't have a valid driver's license either.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's...
How does
sorry,
this guy
dude.
get out of jail for $6,000?
Well, he should have just broke even. Took his
Yeah.
car, but
It's-
let him
yeah.
walk naked down the freeway to his house.
It's like if you it's like
And if I was the cop, I'd keep we're keeping the chicks.
at some
Get the fuck outta
point
here.
you go so far in the wrong direction that you end up right. You know what I mean? It
Right.
seems like you
It's-
did so
it's-
many things wrong.
It's broken
you're
clock
good.
syndrome. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, you just get to go home now. So that was our first
right.
first entrant for Hero of the Day. Okay, now let me get to my other duo because these cats. I think this other story. I think they epitomize the internet's not cooperating with me. Sorry guys, but I think they epitomize entrepreneurship.
It might be because we're streaming a very heavy show and you're sucking up all my
So
bandwidth.
heavy.
I'm going to have to call the IT
Actually,
guy.
I tell you what.
in here, aren't we?
We're about 23 minutes in.
You want to go ahead and call the IT guy real quick?
Yeah. Hey.
I'll take.
Hey,
a
IT guy. I'll just.
I'm on it, dude. I'm
Okay.
on it.
Thanks.
I'm gonna need you to put it in the help
Oh,
desk
I'm
ticket.
on the first floor.
I'm gonna need you to put it in the help
what?
desk ticket. I don't give a
Okay.
shit. I don't.
She
fuck
got
around.
what she got to do is she's getting too much paste on the backside of it. And she got okay. I don't know shit about
You're
computers.
gonna overclock the CPU.
Yeah, see what she got. She hold the control button.
You don't have enough RAM.
Hey, let's do this. Let's take
You
a break
know what the
before
fuck
we
you're
get to my
talking about?
my second duo heroes of the day. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and take our first break. Oh
yes.
yeah, this one's gonna take me a hot minute. So
Okay, hold on,
let's take our
hold
first
on.
break of the day, guys. Right now we're streaming live. If you're listening live, at Chad Villy on Twitter, Villarreal at ppk.com, email, or the Facebook page, Chad Villarreal. Go to ppk.com to find all that stuff. Find us. Send us something in right now. We will address your issue, answer your question, talk about your topic right now if you send it to us. We're looking at it. I swear to God.
Stick around, guys. We'll be right back. This
Holla.
is the deal with Villarreal.
And that's
You're
me,
listening
bitches.
to The Deal with Villarreal on PMVN Radio.
Boy, hatch head. Bizarre. my brain. Thoughts in my mind are becoming blurred and insane. I'm in my living room levitating like I was David Blaine. My mind is changing and elevating to a different plane. It's a place that's only known by the mentally deranged. I'm lusting for taste of blood, I know it sounds strange. The further I summon to insanity, the more it numbs the pain. Down on my knees, scream the sky, saying God's name in vain. I'm not sure what's happening to me, but I start to welcome the change. I got the urge to destroy and rot everything within my range. I'm itching really hard for the kill, like a stray dog with the mage. Spill more blood, the only thing that can release me from this cage.
Dear diary, I've come to explain this pain inside of Dear diary. I try to maintain within society, Dear diary, but they just laughed and called me name. Dear diary, I'm tired of feeling alone and ashamed. Dear diary, I've come to explain this pain inside of Dear diary. I tried to maintain within society, Dear diary, but they just laughed and called me name. Chapter 1. The first day I went insane.
A fucking nut, insane, I'm tripping. Dirty slut off cocaine, I'm slipping. Damn girl, you got some pretty eyes. I bet it tastes good with some chili cheese fries. And I'm so high I can't feel my face. Barbecue arms, I love the taste. Tie me up and make incisions. Obedience for life, the true religion.
My life is morbid, Jesus Christ and corpses. You will die in your corners, the dark side of the forces. We're inside of a fortress, yes we're lighting up torches. We decided to go to war, now we're riding on horses. There was lightning and storming, yes tonight we're performing. We'll be fighting till morning, blood flying and pouring. Someone died here for me, they will shine in glory. And in time the story will be in Bible shortly. Dear diary, I've come to explain this pain inside of Dear diary. I try to maintain within society, Dear diary, but they just laughed and called me name. Dear diary, I'm tired of feeling alone and ashamed. Dear diary, I've come to explain this pain inside of Dear diary. I try to maintain within society, Dear diary, but they just laughed and called me name. Chapter 2. These drugs, they make me feel so strange.
All this alcohol and drugs, I convince myself they're helping me. I'm twitching, getting panicky, it's getting hard to breathe. I can barely hold down my food, I'm trying not to upheave. I got these thoughts rushing through my head, I wanna make people bleed. There's no doubt Hatchet Head is evil, born from a demon seed. Nourished by hate and aggression till I grew all B.I.G. I came out of a drug-induced blackout, hands on someone's throat. I squeeze out till I'm choked, purple face while the jugular blows. I'm a sick, demented, fucked up freak and that's no joke. Distributing stories of blood, like a dealer pushes his coke. I thought these drugs would help my mind, but I just feel broke. Maybe next time I try heroin, I heard it'll help you cope.
Dear diary, I've come to explain this pain inside of Dear diary. I try to maintain within society, Dear diary, but they just laughed and called me name. Dear diary, I'm tired of feeling alone and ashamed. Dear diary, I've come to explain this pain inside of Dear diary. I try to maintain within society, Dear diary, but they just laughed and called me name. Chapter 3. Tonight's the night I break these chains.
Society laughed at me, bitch, but now who's laughing? It's hard to make a sound with your neck all cracking. Self-control and sanity, these are the things that I'm lacking. But give me a meat cleaver and I'll show you a master of hacking. Cut off legs, arms and faces, feels good just stabbing. Blade comes at you so fast, it's like a ball from Glavin. I've just given up, go ahead and let myself madden. Plain the blood, spell my name demented and laughing.
This is Armageddon News.
the best way to escape war is to dwell upon its horrors.
When life gives you lemons, cut them in half and rub them on your nipples, then charge people to watch. The Deal with Villarreal on the Pimpy K Multiverse Network.
Welcome back, kids. I am
Hey.
Villarreal. This is The Deal. Pimpy K is right there.
That's me.
So I in the break, I went ahead and posted. I mentioned earlier this really funny parody thing that a friend of
Before you
mine
get
showed
started,
me.
can I say one thing?
Of course.
Thank you, Vic Turd,
Vic Turd.
for tuning in. I don't know. I wrote Vic Turd on
Shout
my
out
hand
to
and
Vic
put it up to
Turd.
the mic. I don't know if you've seen it. One of the best friends in the world. One of the best friends I've ever had in my life.
It was the
My
camera, not the
homeboy.
mic, but yes, Vic Turd.
Well, whatever, motherfucker.
Well, you know I had to be a dick about it.
And thank you for tuning in, brother. I'm glad you're here.
Vic Turd, I don't know you, but I hope to meet you, and I appreciate you, brother.
It's Mr.
Vic Turd, my bad.
It's Mr. Victor Malcolm to you,
My bad.
motherfucker. Just
But I had mentioned
I'm gonna get. I just got my phone made noise, which means I'm in trouble for calling him Vic Turd.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
for sure
I just
turn off
lost
the
a
volume
friend.
on your phone.
I
but
just
yeah.
lost a friend thanks to you, motherfucker. We can't do that because that's how we're monitoring
Well, yeah,
social media right now.
I feel the vibrations. I just said it in my crotchal area.
Anybody next to me feels the vibrations.
So if you guys see my
Specifically
eyes
in
roll
the
back in my head, yeah.
specifically in the crotchal areas.
This is how you know if I get a tweet. My left eye kind of goes like I'm having a stroke a little bit. But anyway, so
But there you go.
I'd mentioned a Disturbed parody earlier. I went ahead and put that on Twitter. So next break, check that out or after the show or something. It's freaking hilarious. Trust me.
I could play it right now. I mean, probably.
Okay, what? Let me do this. Let me get the other half of my hero of the day, and then if you want to try to give it, I was
tell you
going to
what.
ask you if I could play a sample of it, but
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
all right.
Well, let me ask you this: is it anything that's copyrighted?
I mean, he's making fun of copyrighted songs,
Well, no.
but
if
it's not.
If it's a parody, we can fuck. Yeah.
All right, yeah,
They can't
okay.
fuck with that.
Then in that case, no. So anyway, so we talked about Mr. Noe de Jesus or whatever the frick his name is, and his naked rampage.
It's fucking no Jesus, man.
He tied with a father-son team, which, if you remember that, what was that? Was it a Royals game where the father-son jumped the rail and beat the piss out of somebody?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So father-son teams are always good. So this father-son team, they worked for a restaurant. Let me see. It's in New York. Restaurant's called Twin Trees 2 Restaurant in Syracuse, New York. These guys managed to figure out how to place orders for food and proceeded to place extra orders of chicken wings and then sell them at a reduced cost. So you're thinking, oh, it's kind of clever. They probably made like a couple $100, right?
So wait. So what are you saying they did?
So what they would do is they would go into they figured out how to do the order system, right? How they order from like their suppliers and shit.
Oh, okay, I'm with you.
And they would put in extra wing orders. Then they would intercept those and then sell them to I believe it said other restaurants. They would sell them at a reduced cost, which is kind of clever. I mean, so I thought, oh, that's awesome. Maybe you make a couple $100, maybe $1,000 or something.
I mean, it's
no, it's definitely illegal.
I mean,
but because you're getting
clever
a company to well, again, our country's pretty much built on clever crime, but whatever. So I figured, they probably did pretty good. They probably made some little bit of money, right? A little bit of something for the pocket.
Only rich people are allowed to commit it, though.
Well, yeah, you got to wear a suit and tie. But but you've already seen it, so I'm going to ask associate producer Anna, how much money do you think these cats made off this little scheme?
I have not seen it.
I will tell you this. Let me give you some clues. So they would order wings, okay? They would order wings. I'll show you. So they would order wings and then sell them at a reduced cost to I'm looking here. At a reduced price. This was the Rojeks, Joshua Rojek and Paul Rojek. 56-year-old Paul Rojek, 33-year-old Joshua Rojek of Syracuse.
I hope I never come up on your show.
This is from
you
February.
Last names, man.
I don't know what their names are. I don't give a shit. This is from February to November 21st of this year. These cats did this thing by falsifying business records and getting these wings and selling them at a reduced cost. So what is your guess of how much money they made from February to basically the end of November? $300,000. God, you gave them way more credit than me. Okay. I thought maybe they made like a couple thousand something. $41,000. They made $41,000.
And over what period
before
of
anybody
time?
noticed. That was from February of this year to November 21st of this year. $41,000 worth of wings.
No, that's
a lot of wings.
That is.
Hey.
That's I was looking at it like it was something that was like some kind of major capital that you could
Well,
actually
what you
do
gotta-
something with.
but what you gotta think about-
that's less than what I make.
$41,000 they made in under a year without getting noticed. That's the part that impresses me.
However, it is $41,000 more than this network makes.
That is
which
correct. That is correct, sir.
Which makes me want to open up PMVN wings and things.
Yeah, no, right? Exactly.
Wangs and
one
thangs.
one of us is going to get a job at Buffalo Wild Wings, and we're going to start ripping them off.
Now we're gonna Buffalo Wild Wings. So now we're gonna now
dang it.
PMVN's gonna be in the fucking.
Now we
in the
officially
red.
make negative money. Yeah. So, anyways, that's the other half of my hero of the
That
day.
money you owe me?
And now that I look at it,
Double that, motherfucker.
Now that I look at it, the Rojek father son, it was close, but I got to put them in second. I got to think that Mr. Noe de Jesus has got to win that. He's got to be the hero of the day.
I thought there was 3.
Butt naked. Well, there's 3 people, 2 incidents.
With you.
Yeah. So,
I don't know,
I got to put them close second because butt naked, 110 miles an hour, 12 pack of Corona, empty beer bottles, Crown bottle, 3 chicks.
Could you imagine if you would have put all these guys together? Naked chicks, wings, booze. Wow, dude! If these guys would have met at some point,
most of the Super Bowl parties I've been to. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That most. Do they do them any other way?
I've been told. I don't know. So, anyways, those are our heroes of the day.
You know, we're both fucking liars because we probably watch the Super Bowl at the ticket more than we do anywhere else, and that
so
shit is not
completely true.
And Todd owes me money again.
I feel like the ticket owes us a sponsorship.
You know, you ever realize that usually when I bring it up, I say that place that we will not.
No, we're just gonna start talking about them constantly.
You know, hanging out at the sports bar that we typically hang out. No, because if I constantly talk about them, I'm gonna want to check. And
exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, not Todd, but the guy that's name rhymes with Scott. He won't pay us. He won't pay us.
I see what you did there. You said rhyme with Scott, but when you said it, you were saying it with 1 T, or no, you were saying it with 2, and I think his has 1. I don't know. Whatever.
If his name is Scott with 1 T, that's just weird.
Bottom of the line, just give us money.
It's almost as weird.
That's all we're really worried about.
1 T. I met one of those.
Matt, have you ever seen the Matthew that ends like the Cajun ending? It's got the EAU at the end.
No,
I saw one of those and I just wanted to punch him in the face.
That's just faggy.
I guess I could blame his parents. I don't know.
No, that's some shit.
Anyways.
That's some shit he changed later, dude. He's like a Tigers fan or some stupid shit like that. Nobody has that name.
Dude.
Matthew with the fucking.
Hey, I was speaking of the podcast we mentioned
ending.
earlier. We were mentioning podcast earlier. I was listening to an episode of Doug Benson's Doug Loves Movies, and there was a guy. They do a name tag.
You actually like this guy?
Doug Benson?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's fucking hilarious. Yeah.
I don't like
Love
the
him.
way he whores himself out as a pothead, man. It's just lame to me.
Nah,
That's
he had to.
90s.
He didn't want to, but he had to endorse it because he did a movie. Well, he has a show called Getting Doug with High, where all they do is get celebrities on there and get high and
All
talk
of his
about
shows are about getting high. Super high me.
No, they're not. They're not. Doug Loves Movies is not. It's about movies.
What's the name of the
Clever
guy?
title.
What's the name of the guy? The comedian with the real heavy eyelids. Looks like he's high.
Oh, Jim Brewer.
Yeah, and he doesn't even really smoke.
And he
weed
doesn't.
in
Yeah,
real
doesn't
life.
really. He used to, I think, but not anymore.
But God, that's the heaviest dude. He looks
No,
high.
he looks high as shit. Yeah,
that's why he always gets those roles because
Constantly.
those are. I haven't seen eyelids that heavy since Walter Matthau.
Yeah, his prep for Half Baked was show up. That was pretty much all he had to do. But any hoozles. So, but anyways, I was going to tell you, you're talking about weird names. There was a guy that was in the audience, did this like name tag gimmick thing on his show, and this guy's name was Gobin.
Okay.
And he was like, "What did you change that?" Or he's like, "No, my name's just Gobin." Who the fuck names their kid Gobin?
Oh, that's his first name.
Yeah, his first name was Gobin.
I thought you were referring to a surname. Okay, yeah, that is a little.
So
fucked
there
up.
was some
Gobin.
speculation of maybe that was yelled at his mother's lower
And, like,
regions
this is
during
like
birth, or Gobin, Gobin.
This is a completely Caucasian of Euro descent.
Yes.
Named Gobin.
Evidently, I mean,
actually, if you think about Gobin, it sounds like it makes sense that it would be like a
wasn't that
like
in that
English, or it sounds like something that would be like on World of Warcraft or some other faggy medieval Lord of the Homos, or no, what's the real name of it? The show, dude, that has the king and the brother and sister that fuck each other. What?
Jeez, the HBO show.
Is it on HBO?
I think it is. I think it is.
I don't even have TV anymore. I have Netflix and YouTube.
Game of Thrones.
Yes, that's exactly where I was going with that. Good job, bud. Good job. Didn't even have to fucking turn to Google.
Pull for me. Yeah,
that was.
He can see my screen, kids. I pulled that one right out of the old dome.
That was clutch.
Nailed it.
He wins the award for useless information of the night.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
And you're probably a fan of that show anyway.
I have actually never seen that show.
Me neither.
I hear there's a lot of incest.
I've
heard about the guy at the mountain more than anything.
I know there's some incest. You know what I saw of that show, which was probably the fucking coolest thing ever, and it has really nothing to do with that show so much other than the video, was that fucking lip reading shit they do.
Oh, that stuff is priceless, dude.
I love it. Dude,
Good.
The NFL is the best, dude. I've got a big yellow banana.
Yeah.
All right, Adrian Peterson. He just gave me a big yellow banana. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
And I hate to admit this, but there's another thing out of Great Britain or somewhere, England somewhere, that they do with the animal thing, where they show nature videos, but they put words to all of them.
Oh, yeah.
And I should be better than that, and I am not better than that at all.
No, that's funny shit.
Oh, dude, it's so freaking funny. I freaking love it.
Dude, just do something that I haven't seen 1,000 times, and I'll probably laugh.
Yeah,
You know
pretty
what I
much,
mean?
yeah. It doesn't take a lot. Honestly, it doesn't.
Come raw.
After a day of doing crap I don't want to do, it doesn't take a whole lot to get me excited.
You know, the funny thing is when people are out there trying to dig into what it is on the internet that is the next big thing, they try too hard and they try to get too complicated. You got to remember, we live in a world full of idiots. So the more simple your content, the more chances are that you're going to go viral. So that's why, I mean, look, you know, we look at viral videos like there's something new. No, bullshit, dude. People have been making money off of videos of people racking their balls for years.
Yeah.
America's funniest
It's always
videos.
funny, man.
I mean,
It's always funny.
Let's talk about the original reality TV, Cops. People have been fucking getting their shit off to people getting beat up and hurting themselves for years.
Well, that may be the one comedic premise that you may not be able to screw up is hitting someone in the balls. It's funny. I've never seen it not be funny.
I don't know. I think there's a border on how funny slapstick can be, and
I think you hand me a hammer right now and I hit you in the nuts, I'm gonna end up laughing.
Of course you are.
Yeah, it's good. Well, that's for okay. I see your point. Anyways, sorry, but you mentioned Game of Thrones, so we can't. We'll get our green screen act together. Have you seen this cat at the mountain?
Here we go.
Have you seen this guy at the mountain? I heard about this guy on the radio or something. I heard him mentioned.
It looks like,
dude, he's a monster.
Turn it towards me.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Is he an actor, wrestler?
Yeah, he's on Game of Thrones. He's referred to as the Mountain on the Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I've seen him in commercials and shit. Yeah,
but there's some speculation. He was supposedly all natural, but this is him in his high school or when he was 20 playing basketball, and that's him now. That does not happen by eating chicken and fish.
To get to the bottom of this and
but real quick, by the way, if you go to images.yahoo.com and look the Mountain Game of Thrones, you'll see the pictures we're seeing, guys.
If you see, you need to have this put together so we can put this on the screen.
Yeah, if I planned things, I would be a lot more responsible. I see your point, but yeah.
We to get to the bottom of this whole, they say he's all natural, blah blah blah. Well, listen,
Jesus, he ain't no natural.
You gotta understand. Well, you first have to understand what the definition of all natural is, and to do that is anything that is not illegal.
Yeah,
that you're taking, they consider all natural. So all these things that the NFL and the NCAA and all the other sports authorities have banned aren't illegal. I mean, of course, medibles or the steroids, the fucking there's illegal shit, but anyway, they ban shit that's just performance enhancing, but it's not necessarily an illegal substance to take.
Right.
So if you're not in an industry that's controlled by those factors, and you're taking something that can allow you to get that big, they consider it natural because you're not doing anything illegal
until it's outlawed, and then it's natural. Yeah,
exactly. You just got to remember it like that because he is a big ass dude. And he's not much older than he was in that picture, and there's no way that skinny little fucker in the
turned into the freaking monster.
No
yeah, that doesn't
little faggy little what was that, a soccer jersey?
No, I think it was a basketball jersey, but it looked like it was from like Croatia or something. I don't know. Because their middle school jerseys look just like their Olympic jerseys.
You Eastern Europeans need to stop wearing weird shit. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, please. It's really awkward to look at. It makes me uncomfortable, and I would appreciate it if you would stop it. But I was going to give you this guy's, you got to, hold on, I'll get it for you.
I'm Eastern European. Stop making fun of my people. Only I'm allowed to drop the,
oh yeah, my bad.
What is it? The EN words.
I got to stick to the Mexicans and the Irish. I'm sorry, I forget. I get confused. All right, so here's the stats on this cat.
That's my Norwegian.
6'9", 400 pounds.
No, the dude's a big.
And he's got abs. Like defined abs.
Well, everybody does, but his are really big.
That is a monster monster gentleman.
I'm sorry.
He's that guy's gonna eat somebody someday.
Look at that. Look at that. She's acting like a producer. She brought him up
Look,
just for me.
yeah.
I can see that better than I can see that. That's awesome.
And he's got is that a chihuahua in his hands
Another fucking
that he's about to eat?
This is upsetting. This is just another fucking person that's going to get paid before I do.
He's about to get 20 grams of protein off a chihuahua.
I was talking about her, not him.
No, I know.
He could suck.
I know
his
exactly
dick.
what you're talking about.
Fuck him.
I don't know if you want him to do that, man, because he's probably got strong lungs too.
In the words of my forefathers and the forefathers before him, it doesn't matter who it is, as long as it feels good. Damn. And I did that right as we hit another viewer, too.
Yeah. Sorry, viewer.
Welcome to the deal with Villarreal.
Yeah, welcome to the deal.
This is his show, not mine.
We're making things happen. So
you made me get into the cheesy radio voice. Welcome to the deal with Villarreal.
Tell me right now, you've got all the control panel and the know-how over there. How many viewers do we have right now? Live viewers that we can see.
Live viewers, 4.
We have 4 live viewers right now. All right, there's 4 people listening.
But there's
Here
people.
is my challenge.
There's people in and out. So my thing is, there's probably like
that's all fine and good for the purposes I'm bringing up.
Okay, go ahead.
My challenge to you right now, Villarreal, VILLARREAL at pimpyk.com. My challenge to you right now, there's got to be something in your life that you have a question about. There's got to be some news story you've seen that you would like to hear us talk about. My challenge to you is to send that to us right now. I've got it where I can check it. I will address it. We will talk about it.
Hey,
third segment. We're in the second segment right now. We're obviously going to go a little long tonight. It's our station. We can do that shit.
We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Exactly right.
And I'll whoop an ass.
I will shit on this table right now.
Boom. There it is. There it is.
Too much.
Twitter at Chad Villy. Email Villarreal@pimpyk.com. You can also hit our hotline up with a voicemail 850-426-4065.
Any of those things. So you don't have to use the email. Do the Twitter, do the email, do the voicemail.
And the quicker you call,
do the Facebook.
The quicker you call, the quicker I'll stop doing the cheesy radio voice.
That's right. If you don't, we're going to do the rest of the shows in this voice.
The funny thing is, I went straight from cheesy radio voice right into strip club DJ.
We've got
Coming
Chopper.
Up on the main stage, we got Chloe. Isn't it kind of sad that I went straight to a name? You
actually just used the name of my niece.
No, I have a daughter named Chloe, which
oh Jesus!
I named my daughter after
it's even
a stripper.
worse, man.
That's fucked up. Okay, let's get off of this.
Or you just took a stripper as a daughter. One of the two. One's weirder than the other.
It's inevitable. I've got 2. The odds are not looking in my favor, sir.
That coin flip is not going to play off twice, brother. But
ouch.
Let's see here. I'm going to think about how we want to play this. Okay,
I think it's about time to run up on a break here.
Yeah. Here's what we're going to do, kids. All right, so I'm going to go this one more time. Can you put it back up on the screen for us?
Oh, the content?
Yeah,
I can do that.
We're going to put it up on the screen. And also, if you go to facebook.com and search, I say words.
Search my
name, Chad. If you can't spell that, please hit yourself in the head with a tack hammer.
Ooh,
and then
Villarreal. I don't know what the
Villarreal.
fuck a tack hammer is.
VILL. It hurts like a bitch. VILLARREAL. Search Chad Villarreal. Look for the deal logo. That's the fist. Says the deal. Look at it. Hook us up on Facebook. Shoot me a message with your question, or use the information we've got up on the screen for you right now at Chad Villy, Villarreal@pimpyk.com, or the hotline.
Before we cut out,
we'll check all of them. You absolutely can, sir.
I designed your logo.
You did, and it's bad as shit, and I appreciate it.
I wonder how many like straight up like Black Panthers and shit just get confused about.
That's why we keep dropping. That's why we keep having a viewer pop up, and then we drop them. They're like, "This shit ain't."
This ain't the black fist in your face.
He said Malcolm X one motherfucking time.
It reminds me of a scene from Higher Learning. Knuckles all fat and shit. Fucking Busta Rhymes.
Oh yeah, Busta.
It all good though. It all about the black fist in your face.
Oh God, don't get me on Busta Rhymes. I'm such a Busta Rhymes fan. He got fat. It upset me.
Rhymes.
I love him, but then he got super fat and like just looked greasy all the time. I didn't like it, man. It's like that was my dog, and he let me down.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. You're watching The Deal with Villarreal right here on PMVN.
You're listening to The Deal with Villarreal on PMVN Radio.
Greetings, creeps. It's your old pal, known to all you fright fiends as America's most haunted. I'm here once again with some cryptic remarks.
Yeah, this is the story of Damien and Truly. I spend my days at the movies and horrors, the main ones that move me. I do it all fake blood, got machetes. I like me some Michael, love me some Freddy and Jason. I'm basically singing, I'm sick. And the kids that don't like me can all eat a dick. And that's all of these kids from the tip to the top of this cul-de-sac caught in this miserable spot.
I'm scoping on something not like us approaching. When it's here, all of y'all gon' be sorry. You'll ask me for help, I'll remind you of parties. I showed up, you blowed up and knocked me around. Finger flipped, I'm content just to watch you go down.
This is the story of Damien truly. I spend my days at the movies, and horror's the main ones that move me. This is the story of Damien truly. I spend my days at the movies, and horror's the main ones that move me.
Welcome to 2010. It's fall and it's showing. It's cold, I suppose, and the wind steady blowing. Been hoping for something that happened for months and no luck. Then all of a sudden I'm rushed by a group of some angry teenagers. Their eyes get to glowing and then shit gets stranger. They growling. It's something like ancient Arabian. All I know's I don't know what they're saying. Then boom, go the tip for this brick that I carry and chip. So I dip to the house where there's various tools for surviving a similar climate. In game when the dead get to rising, I kicked in the door of the house where I stay in it. Oh my God, what's that sound in my basement? It's scratching the walls, moans and a pause. Off come the door, so I bolt down the hall.
This is the story of Damien truly. I spend my days at the movies, and horror's the main ones that move me. This is the story of Damien truly. I spend my days at the movies, and horror's the main ones that move me.
Okay, so my dad's trying to kill me. Fuck that shit is grisly, he's grabbing, but somehow he missed me. I'm shifting and reaching the door to my room where I stash me a cash to prepare for the doom. No gloom as I'm yanking a blade off the wall, then shanking and shanking and shanking me fall. Now it's back down the hall, I'm assessing the deal. See my brother's eyeballs on the dresser for real. Shit is fucked up, but I kinda lucked up though. Spent my whole life waiting for the show, now it's no time. Broke 9 panes of glass out from the gun rack. Read a 12 gauge pump and a slugs at. Mushroom in the back of the noggin. A flask of the whiskey to put me on charge. And charge out the door for the fight with the old gods. That's it, that's the end of the prologue.
This is the story of Damien truly. I spend my days at the movies, and horror's the main ones that move me. This is the story of Damien truly. I spend my days at the movies, and horror's the main ones that move me. This is the story of Damien truly. I spend my days at the movies, and horror's the main ones that move me. This is the story of Damien truly. I spend my days at the movies, and horror's the main ones that move me.
You're listening to The Deal with Villarreal on PMVN Radio.
La Bala La Plata.
All right, guys, we got Nikolai Savino and Jay. They got a little reggae collab. You're hearing it right here on the Pimpy K Multiverse Network.
Pimpy K.
Yeah.
2, ready, go. I've been drifting on this road for too long, searching for my soul. We are one world, one planet, one people, one all. The universe unfolds. Well, life carries on when we ride upon the waves. Life carries on when we ride upon the gravity to the path we find. Ignite your fire, burn righteously. Ignite your fires, burn righteously. Hey, now raise your torches, the path you find. Raise your torches to the path you find. And I've been drifting on this road far too long, searching for my soul. The sun is shining down upon this one world, one universe unfolds. Life carries on when you rise above the flame. Oh, when life carries on when we ride upon the gravity to the path you find. Ignite your fire, burn righteously. Ignite your fires, burn righteously. Say, raise your torches, the path you find. Hey, hey, raise your torches, the path you find. Yeah, what's up?
Like the bump, but only bigger. And I'll be sanctioned by my God as I go with every trigger. Check it out, I'm about to flex and check your chin. I'm selfish, full of sin, the tyranny of evil men. I'm the angel from the depths, the exodus of fire. Represent the TOC, glory to the empire. Glory be to war when there's peace. Gory mangled bodies of deceased. Humans are the devil, ponder on the notion. The potion set in motion, boil in the ocean. Glory be to war when there's peace. That's the way it goes, it's the nature of the beast. Church-going devils hidden in the shadows, exposed by the light, exploding in the battle. I feel the energy of God, AKs and lightning rods. The genie's out the bottle and I can see through your facade. Not a moment of the vexing, complex intervention could ever interject the prominent nature of my perfection. Detection of the weak, deceived by my mind. The humans that are guided, blinded by the violence. Silence in the ranks, give thanks to all the wisdom and visions of the future. War and cataclysm, system cease to function, triggering a Russian protocol to launch a mass nuclear eruption. A few that survive and live to tell the story, walk the earth and be perverse and blessed with purgatory. Horrible and gory, holes in evolution, demand forever change due to lack of resolution. Contusions of the soul, a shifting of the poles, and sifting through the embers of irradiated coals. Glory be to war when there's peace. Gory mangled bodies of deceased. Humans are the devil, ponder on an ocean. The ocean set in motion, boil in the ocean. Glory be to war when there's peace. That's the way it goes, it's the nature of the beast. Showing devils hidden in the shadows, exposed by the light, exploding in the battle. I'm the messenger, the boss, the response to Holocaust. I'm the pinnacle of evil, graven souls of the lost. I'm the wickedest of men, kinfolk, I'm not your friend. The punisher of sin, and cast into oblivion. A billion-headed soldiers, angels playing trumpets, and all human infrastructure perishes in moments. Hope is but a thought when bodies left to rot will rise from the dead, from the temporary plots. Hearts feel their faces, stomachs start to cramping. When plague hits the earth, disease that runs rampant. In faces of the lost appearing out the caves, and braving tempest storms that form in the latter days. Flames override, they glance to scorched earth. Observe the flat turf, it's time for rebirth. It's time to end the war, it's Archangel Michael. Sheath his holy sword and put an end to the cycle. Glory be to war when there's peace. Gory mangled bodies of deceased. Humans are the devil, ponder on an ocean. The ocean set in motion, boil in the ocean. Glory be to war when there's peace. That's the way it goes, it's the nature of the beast. Showing devils hidden in the shadows, exposed by the light, exploding in the battles. Glory be to war when there's peace. Gory mangled bodies of deceased. Humans are the devil, ponder on an ocean. The ocean set in motion, boil in the ocean. Glory be to war when there's peace. That's the way it goes, it's the nature of the beast. Showing devils hidden in the shadows, exposed by the light, exploding in the battles.
Don't bother bringing us your problems. We deal in solutions. This is The Deal with Villarreal, Monday and Wednesday nights at 8 on PMVN Radio.
What's up, boys and girls? We're back. I am Villarreal. This is The Deal, joined as always with Mr. Pimpy K. Sir, good to see you again from 5 minutes ago. So
you've been sitting next to me.
Yeah, I know. I've been here for a while. But real quick, got to get my shameless plug in. I will be performing with the Rowdies over in Destin on Saturday, December 12th. That's this Saturday, 8 o'clock. And we will be at Tailfins. That's at 172 Harbor Boulevard. 172 Harbor Boulevard.
I automatically assumed it was going to be Rowdies. Isn't it Rowdies? Isn't that a place you go? Or what?
Is it?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
What is the place? There's a venue I thought you go to all the time called something. Panama, maybe, or Navarre.
We did the Hellenbacks, but in Navarre. Right
last year you were always doing a show at this one specific venue. I can't remember what it was.
Last year may have been
this year. I mean, this last summer. I'm sorry.
I'm drawing nothing, man.
Well, I don't want to give the venue any credit.
Yeah, screw them. They didn't book us, so screw them. But anyways, yeah, I'll be with the
because I didn't give a fuck.
I'll be with the Rowdies Saturday, December 12th, 8 o'clock. Tailfins. That's at 172 Harbor Boulevard. It's near AJ's. Oh, everybody knows where AJ's is.
That's the name of the band. That's where I got.
Yeah, the Rowdies is the name of the band. Yes, that is correct.
It was like a female name, the venue or something. It was. Fuck it. I'm gonna let this one go.
I got nothing, man. So during the break, we put a shout out and asked if you guys would send us something, a topic or question, and we got a bite.
Uh-oh.
Big shout out to Miss Cherish Tomlin.
And Miss Cherish Tomlin.
She hit me up on Twitter.
Did she want a T-shirt already?
She did. She was one of our first 10 Facebook friends.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw in a couple die-cut decals for you being the very first person in the history of the deal.
That's these decals right here.
Just so you guys know, this show is driven by you. This is about the viewers for the viewers. This is like the podcast version of We the People. So as long as you guys keep sending in shit, we will put you on blast. And if I know most people that watch podcasts and listen to radio, I know one thing. They love being talked about.
Yep.
That is for damn sure.
That's why we do this, because we like talking and being talked about.
I like touching myself.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked
will you
a little
continue?
bit. Yeah.
So, what was the question?
So the question was,
Producer,
what were the thoughts of the deal personnel here on the fact that Kim Kardashian and Kanye West named their child Saint West. Saint West. Now they have an older daughter who's named Northwest.
Oh, there's a new one? Shit, I didn't even know.
Yeah, there's a new one. Kid. Yeah, they squirted out another mistake.
No shit, I thought.
And that mistake's name is Saint West. So, I saw this in passing. I didn't have any direct thoughts, but now that has been brought to my attention and asked for me to address it, I will do so.
How do we know that one of those kids isn't Moesha's brother? Isn't that who she was fucking at first?
Ray J. Yeah.
Ray J.
She got famous because her mom leaked a tape of her and Ray J getting it on.
Fucking A, right.
Not even a good tape, really, man. I gotta be honest with you.
Ray J. I like calling him Moesha's brother.
That's who he is.
Fucking Moesha.
His name is Ray J. Who he is as a person is Moesha's brother.
I would have given him a fucking nephew. Honestly, Moesha was kind of hot.
But you're a giver, and that's what you do. You help people out. I'm looking at an article here.
Taking every now and then too. It just matters how cute he is.
I'm looking. Hold on. I'm looking at.
That's whoa.
I don't even know what you're talking about at this point.
Stop this. Can we stop? Is this live?
I gotta be honest. I stopped listening to you like 5 minutes ago.
Let's be honest. I know how radio show works. We never actually listen to each other. We just know what to say when it's time to fucking do it.
Yeah, when there's a half a second of silence, we just jump on it to talk. Yeah.
And a lot of people won't understand that, but the truth of the matter is we don't listen to each other.
No.
We're really ready to jump on the next thing we want to say, and that's all we think about the whole time.
Yep.
It's all about me.
If I thought eating this microphone would give me more power, it would be gone.
Thank God. It's funny. This is the way the music industry is going. Is me. Remember when bands used to get together to make sure that there was shows that weekend?
Yeah.
Now it's like they don't even want to share the stage with people. They're like,
I've
got like 560 more Facebook likes than you, so you're not gonna be doing the show with me. I mean, I don't know if they all act like faggy supermodels, but
they probably do.
No,
let's assume they do.
Most of them do. Specifically hip hop artists, man. Like local rap artists, man. They're so fucking the hate runs so deep.
Well, as we're talking,
so fucking deep.
I say as you're talking about whatever it is you're talking about that is very interesting. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, but I wasn't because I was trying to process the fact that this article I'm looking at, I searched Saint West.
I really didn't know what I was talking about. All I know is you stopped, and I know that's
your sign to go. Yeah,
there's a golden rule there.
It's like waving a big freaking red flag in front of a bull.
I've contained myself all night.
So Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have an older daughter, Northwest, and now they have Saint West, which the obvious way to go would be Southwest, but I guess they didn't want to do that. And this whole article on E! Obviously a very credible news source.
I honestly don't believe
is about what. No, listen, it's about what this child's middle name is. That's all this article is about. And as if that wasn't dumb enough, the child doesn't have a middle name, just like Northwest. He doesn't have a middle name.
Just Saint West, huh?
I mean, my father doesn't have a middle name, but that's because he was Mexican. I don't think they could afford middle names, but I'm kidding. But yeah. So that's the whole thing. So, my thoughts on it. There's nothing in either one of these bloodlines that is anything near a saint. That is for sure. When literally all you've ever done to become famous was have your mother leak a tape of you getting railed.
That's not fair. You can't put that on him.
On who am I putting it on?
On Saint. Or him or her. I don't.
Oh, no. I'm not putting on Saint. I'm just putting on the fact that Kim Kardashian and Kanye.
Be a saint because, I mean,
I don't like his chances, man.
No. I mean, no. Granted, no. The odds are horrible. I'll be the first one to admit it. I mean,
well, and can I say this?
His dad's a pretentious prick, and his mom's a filthy whore. I mean, yeah. Things are going to be nasty. But
didn't he say he was bigger than Jesus?
Up like that too.
Didn't he say he's bigger than Jesus at one point?
That really has.
That's why he started calling himself Jesus.
That has no effect on me, man.
He's such a retard.
I mean, even an old dirty bastard changed his name to Baby Jesus before he died.
Hey, but I got respect for that man.
Why?
Because he's a train wreck and he owned it.
Well,
Kanye thinks he's legitimately something that matters.
If Kanye isn't a fucking train wreck, then what?
He's a train wreck, but he doesn't own it because he thinks he's a legitimate person.
I'm not trying to call you out, but
I just see it wrong. ODB videotaped himself after he's had numerous recording contracts getting food stamps. That's a guy that understands I'm a piece of shit and I'm gonna own it.
Yeah.
Kanye really thinks he's legitimate.
Fuck how rich you are. If you give me some food stamps, I'm gonna spend them, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
You got that right. Bubba Burgers for daddy.
It's not my job to fix The fucking,
no, that's not my job, man.
What is it they call them these days? They don't even call them social benefits. They call them what is it? What's the fucking phrase they use for them now? Like you're.
Oh, I don't even know.
I can't even think of it right now.
Yeah.
This isn't that type of show anyway.
But so yeah, as far as what I think about them, well, you know what? Okay, so I've told you, I hope the kid gets a miracle and doesn't turn out to be a complete piece of shit. That's my thoughts on his name being Saint.
You should always hope that about any child.
Absolutely, I do. I absolutely do. But this one especially because, God, he's not working with much.
Specifically, somebody with a show and a pedestal and a mic should never say, oh, I hope that baby turns out to be a piece of shit, just like his mommy and daddy.
But I especially hope for this one because he is starting off way behind the 8 ball.
And you know how I know for a fact that Kanye is the only shitty person in his family? When have you seen anybody else in Kanye's family other than his kids?
Well, his mom used to be big, but she's passed away now.
But. Yeah, but everyone else stays the fucked away because they know he's a
fucking they don't want anything to do with him.
Now the Kardashians.
And can I go on fucking record as saying that I don't get the Kim Kardashian thing?
You mean why she's famous?
She's got the body of every elementary school bus driver I ever had. Just a big fat ass.
Yeah, she's always
gross.
She's always
she should either be driving my bus or give me a sloppy Joe at lunchtime when I'm in the 4th grade. That's the two uses I have for her.
I like size. I like thickness.
I don't get it, man.
Her thickness is now just kind of like injected, so it's not quite as cute as it would be.
I always thought that the sister, not the one that looks like a Bigfoot, but
Courtney. Yeah,
Courtney. Yeah, I always thought Courtney was the prettiest one.
Yeah, well, Courtney's got that heroin look to her too. Like she's always on. Well, I mean, she probably is.
She's
married to one of the most famous alcoholics in the world. You know what's funny?
I think they're split up now.
I don't really give a shit. I can't remember the guy's name.
Can I say for the second? Neither one of us is any kind of credible source on any of this shit at all.
No. But my wife, however, I do have a source. My wife.
We got AP Anna going. You guys are wrong as shit on everything.
My wife used to watch this shit all the time. Scott, the nigga's name was Scott.
Yeah. I saw that.
I tell you what,
Scott Disick or something like that. Disick,
whatever it is. Listen, I like that guy.
He owns what he is. I'll give him that.
No. Listen. He married somebody that was doing good, took advantage, and he had some money, I think, on his family or whatever.
Yeah.
But he pretty much just decided that he was gonna drink and ride it out.
Oh, rest assured, you're not getting the attention of any Kardashian daughter unless you got some money. I can promise you that.
No, I don't think that's true.
Oh, I think it's 100% true.
I don't think it's true at all.
NBA player, rap artist, and Scott. Let's look up Scott Disick. You know what? I'm going to prove you're wrong now.
We're talking about matches made in Hollywood, man. You want to know how many?
Exactly.
How many of those fucking relationships do you really think were true to life, honest, real relationships?
There's nothing true or honest or real about any of them.
The Beast Kardashian, she was married to fucking
let's call her Yeti.
The basketball player in a coma.
Lamar Odom.
Lamar.
I'll have another Odom. Yeah.
Exactly. That dude, he didn't come off to me as a fucking junkie whatsoever. This family drove him to that shit.
Oh, yeah. They drove Bruce to become, what is his name now?
No. Bruce was a fag back in the Olympics.
That's true, actually.
That dude's been a little bit off his rocker.
That hair was
forever.
super feathered.
But I will say this isn't any idea that he was going to do. I think ratings started dropping, and that short dark-haired monster that runs the whole... and I'm just gonna call it regime because that's pretty much what it is.
Chris, or whatever her name is. Yeah.
She was like, if you want to stick around here and collect money because nobody really likes you anyway,
turn
into a woman and act like you hate me. He's still part of that family. I guarantee it. This is a fucking publicity stunt. I can promise you that.
Yeah, I tell you what, I give him props for selling out to it because
I'm not saying he didn't want to be a woman. I mean, I'm pretty sure he jumped at the chance of doing it.
Yeah, you strap a rack on yourself. You're committed. I'll give you that. He didn't lop off the Johnson though. No, wasn't going that far.
I really don't
he
even
wasn't
give a fuck
going that
about
far.
His adages and negatives. My point is, this shit was something that they have been that has been in the works for years. They were just waiting for the ratings to drop to a point where they could.
You're probably. I can tell you. The fact that I've spent this much time on them, I feel bad.
No, me too. But I mean, it's Play-Doh at this point.
But cheers. I hope we addressed your question or your topic.
I really don't think we answered the question. What was the question?
The question was our feelings on him being named Saint.
Yeah, we never
Saint
actually
West.
answered that.
Well, we kind of did. We tried. We sort of tried. But
anyways,
guys,
what's her name again, real quick?
Which one?
The one that asked the question.
Cheris Tomlin.
Cheris. I'll say this. In the world of science,
he knows nothing about science.
There are starting and ending points when it comes to any type of experiment.
Making this shit up.
No.
You're good.
No, I'm coming real. I'm coming
throwing
real.
in subliminal messages. Go ahead.
You start with a theory.
That's true. Yeah.
Right.
I'm with you.
And then you have a hypothesis, which is how you think it's going to end, how it's going to start, how you think it's going to start, and how you think it's going to end. Right. Well, my theory is when you start with one retard.
Correct.
And you inject into another retard. You can't expect two retards to name their children anything that isn't retarded.
But on that same principle, like you were saying, that we need to have hope for this kid, when you multiply a negative times a negative, you get a positive.
Right. Sometimes negative attracts, and I
So
think
maybe-
that works in DNA as well.
Maybe Saint West will grow up to murder that entire group of shit faces and make us all better people.
Right. It's nothing better, but it makes the world better.
I'm going to disagree with you there. I think oh yeah. I don't know how we can end this show any better. I'm going to be honest with you that right now.
Are we done?
I think that's it, kids. I think we've solved everything today.
I don't even really like you.
I got a knife under the table right now.
You guys have been watching The Deal with this man, Villarreal.
Appreciate it, kids. We'll see you next Monday. Don't forget about the Pimpy Cast on Tuesdays. We'll be back next Monday and Wednesday. I make words with my face. Monday and Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Tuesday, 7 o'clock. We'll holler at you.
All right, guys. Bye. All right. Do it again.
That did not just happen. Watch this. I'm Villarreal. Be back next Monday and Wednesday. He'll be here on Tuesday. Holla, kids.